Thank you for joining the SCORE podcast series. Today's podcast is a discussion about social media marketing, Ask the Experts, presented by SCORE and supported by the SBA. The discussion covers the general benefits of social media marketing for businesses, including building awareness, establishing authority, fostering authenticity, building relationships, affordable growth, customer support, and increasing website traffic. Expert insights are shared specific to different platforms, providing actionable advice on profile optimization, content strategy, audience targeting, and engagement techniques. Let's join the conversation now.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into the really dynamic world of social media marketing for businesses.
Yeah, it changes so fast.
It really does. We've distilled a stack of incredibly practical insights from the Social Media Marketing Ask the Experts webinar by Greater Phoenix SCORE. It featured some fantastic digital marketing coaches, real masters of LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram.
Right. And our mission for you today is, well, to cut through all that noise. We want to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge, the key insights, basically give you a shortcut to being well-informed on how to truly leverage social media for your business. We're going to help you understand not just why these platforms are vital, which is important, but really how to make them genuinely work for you. And maybe, avoid some of those common pitfalls along the way.
Okay, so you're ready to make social media work for you, but maybe there's that little voice asking, is it really worth the effort? Is this just for big brands? Let's tackle that head on because, before we jump into the nitty-gritty of specific platforms like Facebook or LinkedIn, we need to uncover the fundamental advantages. Like, why should almost every business today be thinking about this? We've identified 7 core benefits that really stand out.
Right. And while getting attention might sound, obvious,
sure,
the real insight is how that attention translates. It's not just about blasting messages out there. Social media offers this unique soft awareness that, honestly, traditional ads often can't quite touch. We've seen businesses consistently get like a 30% higher lead to conversion rate from social media awareness compared to other channels. Yeah, simply because it builds this subtle, persistent familiarity long before a need even pops up. It's not just being seen, it's about being remembered for when that need finally strikes.
That's a powerful distinction, being remembered, not just seen. And that builds on the second benefit, right? Enabling you to communicate and really act as an authority in your space.
Yeah.
By consistently posting valuable stuff, videos, insightful articles, thought leadership pieces, you gradually build that brand authority. You build trust. Remember that local dog walker example we heard about? By regularly sharing tips on dog behavior or, local park etiquette, they're not just visible anymore. They become the go-to expert.
Right.
You stay top of mind for when someone actually needs that dog walker.
And that flows perfectly into number 3, authenticity. Social media lets you kind of strip away the stiff corporate facade, be more transparent. And today's consumers, they genuinely appreciate that. It's a place where your business can show its personality, its values, even its human side. Makes it way more relatable than some glossy ad.
Absolutely. And here's where that network effect really starts to kick in. Number 4, forging valuable business relationships. It's not just about clients, is it? It's connecting with other business owners, maybe potential collaborators, even mentors. And people seem way more comfortable sliding into a social DM than, say, sending a cold email or making a cold call. It feels less formal, more immediate.
It really does.
Yeah.
Which brings us to number 5, affordability. This one's huge for small businesses especially.
Okay.
You can genuinely grow your business more easily and, importantly, more cost effectively than ever before. We heard this fascinating example from an expert. They worked with a wedding magazine business, budgeting just $5 a day. $5. They grew their social following to 4,000 highly engaged potential eyes in just like 2 or 3 months.
$5 a day for 4,000 eyes. That's incredible reach for that kind of investment. Almost unheard of in traditional advertising.
Exactly. And then number 6, providing customer support. This is kind of a game changer.
So.
Well, did you know that 7 out of 10 consumers now actually prefer messaging a business instead of calling or emailing?
7 out of 10. Wow.
Yeah. So social media platforms have basically become these integrated customer service channels. Makes interaction seamless, often much faster.
Okay, that makes sense. And the final one, number 7.
Increased website traffic. So social media acts as a direct funnel, right? guiding interested customers to your site. But also, having those active links from your social profiles, it actually boosts your search engine optimization, your SEO.
Oh, okay.
It signals to Google that you're a legitimate, active entity. So you get more eyes on your business, even outside of social media itself.
Okay, so we've clearly established why social media is crucial. But that leaves the big question.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many platforms. How do you avoid spreading yourself too thin? Because, as I think we're about to find out, it's definitely not about being everywhere. Right?
Exactly. That's the key takeaway. The golden rule is this. The best platform for you is where your ideal clients are most likely to be active. And just as important, where you are most inclined to be active yourself. Like if you're a wedding photographer, obviously an image-rich platform like Instagram or Pinterest makes intuitive sense.
Sure.
But if you hate making videos, you're just not inclined to do it, then trying to master TikTok or YouTube might be a total waste of effort, no matter how popular they seem. You have to be seen authentically to do business. You got to show up where it makes sense for you and your audience.
Okay, so choose wisely based on audience and your own inclination. Makes sense. Now let's dig into LinkedIn.
All right.
A platform many people, I think, still see as just a digital resume, maybe a job board.
Yeah, that perception persists.
But I've heard some really surprising stories about its power for business now. What is it about LinkedIn that makes it so much more, especially for building relationships and showing that authenticity we talked about?
It really all starts with your profile. But don't think of it as a resume anymore. Think of it as your digital storefront, your professional landing page. You need a good photo, casual yet professional, and a banner image that kind of hints at what you do. And your headline is absolutely critical. It needs to be specific, but not salesy. Describe what you do for others, the value you bring, not just what you want.
Why is that so crucial?
Because it's the very first thing people see when you send a connection request or pop up in a search. It needs to grab attention and make them want to click to learn more.
And it sounds like LinkedIn really wants you to use all the features it offers, like filling out everything, experience, education, volunteering, being really exhaustive. Does that truly make a difference?
Oh, absolutely. And this is where that authenticity really shines. People prefer to do business with people they feel they know, like, and trust, right?
Right.
So while your current job should be prominent, don't ignore past experiences or volunteer work. We heard that great example of a real estate client.
Yeah.
He landed a major deal with a jiu-jitsu studio owner. Why? Because they connected over a shared jiu-jitsu club listed way down on the client's profile.
No way. Just from that small detail.
Exactly. Creates that unexpected common ground. And here's a key tip. Actively recommend other people.
Mm.
And, just as importantly, ask for recommendations for yourself. Those endorsements build incredible social proof.
Okay, good tip. So, beyond perfecting the profile, what's the secret to strategic engagement on LinkedIn? How do you go from just having a profile to actually making connections that lead to business?
Right. First, you absolutely have to define your objective clearly. What are you trying to achieve? Are you recruiting? Are you focused on direct sales? Or is it more about building your personal or company brand?
Okay, define the goal.
Once that's clear, tools like Sales Navigator become incredibly powerful. Yes, it costs about $100 a month, so it's an investment.
Mm-hmm.
But its filtering capabilities are honestly unmatched. You can pinpoint commonalities, find people who went to your university, fellow veterans, healthcare professionals, people in specific industry groups. You can even exclude false positives. Like if you're a realtor looking for buyers, you can filter out other realtors. It's about precision targeting.
That level of filtering is pretty impressive. Now, what about content on LinkedIn? It feels like the algorithm, what works, is always changing. What's the current best practice for posting to actually get noticed?
You're absolutely right. Content is a moving target there. Right now, LinkedIn is heavily pushing newsletters. If you can get approved as an influencer or creator to publish one, it's a fantastic way to share organic content and build a dedicated audience.
Okay, newsletters. What else?
LinkedIn events are also really powerful, especially if you create the event from a business page, because then you can require registration.
Lead capture.
Exactly. You gather email addresses for remarketing on other channels. One expert shared a story about a real estate market update they did during COVID as a LinkedIn event. Got 106 attendees, along with all their contact info.
Wow. Okay, so when you are posting, I heard these 3 words are key: organic, relevant, and native. Can you break down what that actually means for someone listening and why it's so important on LinkedIn specifically?
Yeah, those 3 are crucial. Organic means it sort of lives within LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
If you just paste an external link to your latest blog post.
Which lots of people do.
Yeah, lots of people do. But LinkedIn's algorithm sees that as you trying to pull users off their platform.
Yeah.
And they don't like that. So it actively suppresses that kind of content.
Okay. So it works against you.
It really does. Their goal is to keep eyeballs on their site. So native content, whether it's text, an image, or, importantly, a video uploaded directly to LinkedIn, always gets priority exposure. It's a fundamental difference.
Makes sense. And relevant.
Relevant just means your content should make you look like a subject matter expert to your ideal customer. It should speak directly to their needs, their problems, their interest.
Got it. And native, you touched on that, keep people on LinkedIn.
Exactly. If you have a great YouTube video, don't just link to it. Download the raw file and upload it directly to LinkedIn. LinkedIn even puts up that little warning box asking, are you sure you want to leave? If you click an external link, they really want you to stay.
Okay, message received. And it's not just about broadcasting your own stuff, is it? It's about the engagement piece, too.
Oh, absolutely critical.
Yeah.
You have to give to get. Comment on other people's posts thoughtfully. Engage with their content as much as you want them to engage with yours.
Right.
That organic interaction is what truly builds connections and boosts your visibility.
So once your profile is solid and you're engaging organically, then you can think about direct messages.
Yes, but carefully. The key is don't be spammy.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that pitch slap right after connecting.
Yeah.
Worst.
The best approach usually has 3 steps. First, build genuine rapport. Find that common ground we talked about. Hey, we both went to UCSB, or I saw your comment on that article, great point, or I see you're in healthcare, my spouse is too. Something real.
Okay, rapport first.
A second, offer value. This is crucial. Don't just ask for something. Offer something relevant. Hey, I put together this short guide specifically for healthcare professionals dealing with X. Thought you might find it useful. Or maybe offer a specific credit or insight.
Value second. Got it. Then, and only then, can you gently ask for business. A simple, low-pressure call to action usually works best. I'd love to grab a virtual coffee sometime, or just sharing your calendar link for a quick chat.
That's a great non-sleazy framework, and it sounds like you're emphasizing this is a long game. Don't treat people like a means to an end.
Absolutely not.
Keep those conversations going, even if someone says they're not interested right now. If you continue that genuine dialogue, you'll be the one they remember down the line when things change.
Precisely. And for more advanced users, the contact data you can sometimes get from LinkedIn Connections is, frankly, top of line. It's often the primary email they use to log in.
Interesting.
You can potentially funnel that data carefully and ethically, of course, into separate engagement campaigns using email.
Yeah.
Transitioning like, hey, we connected on LinkedIn and enjoyed our chat. I wanted to bring this over to email can actually work really well.
Okay, so if I'm a listener sitting here wondering, okay, but will LinkedIn really work for my specific business? What's the litmus test? What kinds of businesses thrive there, and are there any it might not be the best fit for?
Well, the simple answer is, if you can find and define your target audience using those deep filters in Sales Navigator, then LinkedIn can almost certainly work for you.
So it's about the targeting potential.
Exactly. For real estate, you can filter by seniority, years in a role, specific titles like CEO or founder, to infer who might be homeowners or key decision makers. Even for artists, you might think LinkedIn for art. But you can find people with art investor or collector in their profile, or people interested in art. Or you can just use the newsfeed for powerful branding, showing your process, your inspiration.
Right, thinking outside the box.
It always comes back to your specific objective and how creatively you can apply those targeting tools. Don't assume it won't work until you've really explored the possibilities.
That's a fantastic point. Explore before you dismiss. Okay, let's switch gears now. Let's talk Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, the 800-pound gorilla, a platform that I think went from a place some people initially thought advertising was, like, irrelevant.
I remember that.
What's the core strategy for making Facebook work for your business today? How do you approach it?
The absolute key to Facebook's success is deceptively simple, but so often overlooked. Define your goal first. Nail down exactly what you want to achieve with a specific campaign.
Okay.
Are you just looking for page likes? Establishing brand awareness? Are you trying to generate leads? Or are you driving direct sales? You can't, for example, run an engagement campaign focused on getting likes and comments and then expect it to magically drive sales unless there's a direct link, a call to action pointing to a sales function.
Start with the end in mind.
Exactly. Know your destination before you start the journey. Build your campaign around that single, clear objective.
And video. We keep hearing about video everywhere. Is it still just as crucial on Facebook?
Oh, absolutely. Even more so, maybe. Video is no longer a nice to have on Facebook. It's pretty much a need to have.
Okay.
But the great thing is, you don't need a Hollywood production budget. You can stitch together still images to create really compelling short videos. You can shoot decent stuff just using your phone.
Especially with the vertical format being so dominant now.
Precisely. It works perfectly with Facebook's vertical news feed. Keep them relatively short, though ideally 10 to 15 seconds. And you got to grab attention fast. The storyline, the hook, needs to be in the first, 3 to 5 seconds.
You come quick.
Yeah. Make it wowable with the sound on, instantly engaging, but not, annoying or shrill. And here's a golden nugget we heard.
Yeah.
Genuine client testimonials, videos of real customers talking about their experience. They are incredibly powerful. They're thumb stops.
Thumb stops, I like that.
Yeah, they make people pause their scrolling. They tell authentic stories and often reveal benefits of your product or service that you might never even think of yourself.
That's great advice. Now, you mentioned Facebook's sophistication. A lot of that power, I imagine, is kind of behind the scenes with the Facebook Pixel and its data capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
For listeners who've maybe heard the term pixel thrown around but aren't totally sure what it is or does, can you demystify it a bit?
Sure. The Facebook Pixel, it sounds technical, but it's basically just a small snippet of code, a single line usually.
Okay.
And it's incredibly easy to install on most websites, especially if you're using platforms like WordPress, WooCommerce, or Shopify. They often have built-in integrations.
So what does it do once it's installed?
Think of it like a super smart detective that you've hired for your website. It anonymously tracks everyone who visits your site, no matter where they came from. Google, email, another link.
Doesn't matter the source.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It gathers anonymous data on who's visiting, what specific pages they look at, maybe what they search for on your site, if they open a contact form, if they submit it, even tracking the purchase process. Did they add something to the cart? Did they initiate checkout? Did they actually complete a sale? All this incredibly valuable data gets fed directly back into your Facebook Ads Manager.
Okay, so it's gathering all this behavioral data. How does that translate into more effective advertising for a business using Facebook ads?
This is where the real magic happens. This pixel data allows you to create these super powerful audience segments.
Like what?
Well, first, you can create custom audiences. These are groups of people who have already interacted with your website in specific ways.
Okay, so people who already know you.
Exactly. For example, you could create an audience of everyone who visited your website in the last 30 days but didn't make a purchase. Or maybe people who added an item to their cart but didn't finish checking out. Or people who opened your lead form but didn't hit submit.
Right, targeting those specific actions or lack of action.
Precisely. And then you can retarget just those people with highly relevant messages, often in an automated sequence, like a drip campaign.
So follow-up ads tailored to them.
Yes, gently nudging them toward completing that action. And if they do complete it, say, they made the purchase, they automatically exit that specific audience so you're not annoying them with irrelevant ads.
Smart. That prevents ad fatigue.
Exactly. Then the other powerful type is lookalike audiences. This is where you tell Facebook, okay, find me new people who haven't visited my site yet, but who look just like my existing best customers.
How does it know who they look like?
You give it a source audience, like, say, everyone who filled out your lead form or everyone who made a purchase. And Facebook's AI and machine learning go to work. It analyzes thousands of data points about those source people, their demographics, interests, online behaviors, even some offline data, and then finds other users on Facebook who share those characteristics.
Wow.
Facebook tracks an astonishing amount of data. We heard it grew from something like 1,700 data points per user to 10 times that in just 2.5 years. And then potentially 10 times that again.
That's almost scary.
It's a lot. But the upside for advertisers is that your ads are, at least theoretically, served to the right people at the right time, minimizing wasted ad spend.
Okay, that computing power is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Which brings us to the very practical question. Budgeting. For a small or medium-sized business, how much should you actually plan to spend to see results on Facebook? What's a realistic starting point?
Yeah, good question. The range is huge. Daily spend can be as little as, say, $2 or $3 a day if you're just aiming for basic page likes, or it can go up to $30,000 a day or even more for massive national campaigns.
Okay, huge range. What's realistic for, say, driving website traffic or getting leads?
A realistic starting point might be somewhere in the $10 to $12 a day range, maybe $15. And a good way to split that initial budget is maybe 80% on prospecting. using those lookalike audiences to find new potential customers. And the other 20% on retargeting, using custom audiences to re-engage people who've already shown interest.
80-20 prospecting retargeting. That's a helpful rule of thumb.
Yeah, it's a good place to start. And here's a pro tip. Don't just set your ads and forget them. Test different creatives, different images, different video clips, different headlines, maybe every 7 to 10 days. See what truly resonates and drives the best results. Keep optimizing.
Constant testing and tweaking. So it sounds like Facebook, when you use it strategically with things like the pixel and conversion objectives, it really can drive sales directly.
Oh, absolutely. Especially using the conversions objective within the campaign structure. It's designed specifically to find people who are likely to take a desired action, like making a purchase. It can capture people much deeper in their decision-making process, influencing sales in a way that, maybe traditional radio or TV ads often struggle to do directly.
And what about existing customers? Can you use Facebook ads for them too?
Definitely. Don't forget the power of remarketing to your existing customer base. If someone bought, say, a hat from your online clothing store last month, you can create a custom audience of past purchasers and remarket to them with special deals on shirts or pants. Cross-selling or upselling. It's a fundamental marketing principle, right? It's almost always cheaper and easier to sell more to an existing happy customer than it is to acquire a brand new one from scratch. Facebook makes that incredibly efficient.
Great point. Maximize that customer lifetime value. Okay, let's move on to our final platform focus, Instagram.
Right. The visual playground.
Exactly. It's got its own unique ecosystem. Seems like it's updating constantly. And there's such a heavy emphasis on visual storytelling. Given all those changes, what's the foundational strategy for businesses to build a presence there that actually lasts, something that stands the test of time?
Yeah, Instagram keeps you on your toes. But the foundation starts, again, with your profile. Your bio section is surprisingly important.
How so?
It's actually searchable within Instagram. So you need to include clear keywords related to what you do, who you serve, and maybe your location, if that's relevant.
Like mini SEO for Instagram.
Exactly. And always, always include a clear call to action in your bio. What do you want people to do next? Visit your website, book a call, download something, and make it easy for them to contact you. Linktree, direct links, email button, whatever works. We saw an example of a really well-structured bio. Had the business name, what they do, clear contact info, service area, even a specific offer. Instantly tells people what's up.
Makes sense. Get that bio optimized. Now, the eternal question everyone struggles with. What on earth should I post? Content ideas. How do you approach that on Instagram? What should businesses remember about why people are even scrolling through Instagram?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Remember why people are there. They're there to connect, to be entertained, maybe to see what their favorite brands are up to, share photos, and sometimes even to spy on friends or competitors. So the key is keep it social. Avoid that relentless sell approach. It just doesn't work well there.
Okay, so what's the balance?
Follow the classic 80-20 rule. 80% of your content should aim to educate, entertain, or inspire your audience.
Examples.
Like, think of a chiropractor sharing daily posture tips, or a bakery showing a fun behind-the-scenes video, or a travel agent posting inspiring destination photos. Value first.
Okay, 80% value.
The remaining 20% can be more promotional, talking about your specials, announcing sales, highlighting a specific product or service, and critically, make sure all your content is visually appealing and on-brand. Consistent look and feel. Use the right image dimensions for the algorithm portrait usually works best. And mix up your content types. Don't just do single image posts. Use carousels, use stories for more informal behind-the-scenes stuff, and definitely use Reels. Instagram is pushing Reels really hard right now for discoverability.
Reels are key. Got it. Now, for businesses or maybe solopreneurs who don't have a pro graphic designer or videographer on staff, are there tools that can help them create this compelling visual content without breaking the bank?
Oh, absolutely. There are amazing tools available now. Canva is fantastic, super user-friendly, tons of templates for beautiful photos, graphics, even short videos. Even if you have zero design experience, you can make stuff look good with Canva.
I use Canva. It's great.
It is. And for video editing, especially for Reels, CapCut is a really popular and powerful free app. Makes editing on your phone pretty easy.
CapCut, okay.
And if you don't have your own high-quality photos yet, maybe you're just starting out, Unsplash is a great resource for free, modern-looking stock photography that doesn't scream stock photo. Can really elevate your visual game.
Unsplash. Good tips. So you've got your visuals sorted. What about the captions and hashtags? How vital are they on Instagram?
Both are incredibly vital for getting discovered. Captions are now fully searchable on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't realize they were fully searchable now.
Yeah, it's a relatively recent change, but super important. So definitely include your important keywords in your captions naturally. But don't just write for keywords, write for humans. Go beyond just demographics, who they are. Think about psychographics, why they are. What do they care about? What are their passions, their pain points, their aspirations?
Get inside their heads a bit.
Exactly. When you understand that, you can show your brand personality, genuinely solve their problems, and make a real connection. And always include some kind of call to action in your caption. Even something simple like double tap if you agree, or tag a friend who needs to see this, or the classic link in bio.
Engage them in the caption. And hashtags. Still super important.
Hugely important on Instagram. Probably more so than any other platform. They're how new people discover your content.
Yeah.
You can technically use up to 30 hashtags per post.
30? That seems like a lot.
It is. And it can look a bit spammy if you max it out every time. A good range is probably somewhere between 10 and 20 relevant hashtags that helps categorize your post and reach the right audience without overdoing it.
Okay, 10 to 20. Now, how do you avoid that common pitfall of using really popular, super generic hashtags where your post just gets instantly buried? Like, if I'm a local coffee shop, just using hashtag coffee probably isn't going to do much, right?
Exactly. That's a classic mistake. Using oversaturated hashtags like hashtag coffee or hash business means your post is competing with millions, maybe tens of millions of others. It'll be gone from the feed in seconds.
So what's the strategy?
Mix it up. Use a strategic blend of hashtags. Some specific to the actual post content, e.g. hashtag ladder, hashtag cold brew recipe. Yeah. Some related to your broader industry or niche, hashtag specialty coffee, hashtag coffee shop vibes. Some targeting your ideal audience, e.g. hashtag remote work fuel, hashtag studygram. And crucially for local businesses, hashtags related to your community or location, e.g. hashtag Phoenix Coffee, hashtag downtown PHX. That last category is gold for attracting local customers.
That's a great breakdown post. Industry, audience, community, very strategic. Now for busy small business owners, all this content creation, caption writing, hashtag research, posting consistently, it can feel incredibly overwhelming.
Oh, absolutely. Burnout is real.
How do you maintain consistency without just, collapsing?
The key is consistency over quantity. It's far better to commit to posting, say, twice a week every week than it is to post frantically every day for 2 weeks and then completely ghost your followers for a month because you got overwhelmed.
Right. Sustainable consistency.
Exactly. Use your Instagram insights. They're available if you have a business or creator profile to see who your followers are, where they're located, and most importantly, when they're most active online. Post when your audience is actually there to see it.
Use the data.
Use the data. And organize your life. Use a content calendar, even a simple spreadsheet. Plan your posts out. And try batching your work. Set aside a dedicated block of time, maybe a few hours one day, to plan, create, and schedule your content for the entire week or even the month ahead.
Batching. That's a lifesaver sometimes.
It really is. And one more important tip here. It's highly recommended to use Meta Business Suite, that's Facebook and Instagram's own native tool for scheduling your posts, reels, stories, and tracking analytics.
Why not third-party tools?
Sometimes, using third-party scheduling apps can negatively affect your reach. The algorithms tend to favor native scheduling. In some rare cases, we've even heard of posts scheduled via third-party apps being flagged or deleted. Better safe than sorry. Use the native tool.
Good to know. Stick with Meta Business Suite. And you mentioned a checklist before posting.
Yeah, just a quick mental or actual checklist. Got the photo video, got the keyword-rich, engaging caption, got a clear call to action, got my mix of relevant hashtags, added a location tag, if applicable. Did I share it to my story for extra visibility? Did I tag any relevant accounts like collaborators or brands featured? Just run through those quickly.
That's super helpful. Okay, so content creation is planned and scheduled, but that's only half the battle, right? Engagement is the other really crucial piece.
It's arguably more crucial for organic growth. Engagement, likes, comments, shares, saves these actions signal to the Instagram algorithm that people find your content valuable. It shows you're keeping people on the app.
And Instagram likes that.
Instagram loves that. And it rewards accounts that generate good engagement with more visibility, showing your posts to more people. It's the engine of organic growth.
So how do you get more engagement?
You have to give it to get it. It's about reciprocity. Spend time genuinely engaging with other accounts in your niche, your potential customers, your community. Like their posts, leave thoughtful comments, share their stuff to your stories.
Be a good Instagram citizen.
Exactly. If you're a busy business owner, try that 1 hour's engagement idea we heard. Break it down. Maybe 15 minutes in the morning, 15 at lunch, 15 in the afternoon, 15 in the evening.
Bite-sized chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much meaningful engagement you can do in those short bursts. It feels less daunting than trying to find a solid hour.
That's a fantastic practical tip. I know personally, just finding 15 minutes can feel like a win sometimes. So if someone is starting out with this engagement hour, what's maybe one immediate pitfall they should absolutely avoid when commenting?
Oh, definitely avoid those generic, low-effort comments like, great post, or just dropping an emoji.
Guilty as charged sometimes.
We all are.
Right.
But they don't build real connection. And the algorithm knows they're low value. Focus instead on leaving thoughtful, specific comments that actually show you read the caption or watched the video. Ask a relevant question. Add your own perspective based on their post. Share a related experience. That's what sparks genuine conversation and makes people notice you.
Quality over quantity in comments too. Got it. So zooming out a bit, what does success really look like on Instagram? Is it just about hitting 10,000 followers or getting hundreds of likes?
No, absolutely not. That's chasing vanity metrics. You need to post with purpose. What's your actual business goal? A relatively low follower count doesn't automatically mean an unsuccessful business on Instagram. Someone who's carefully built a smaller, highly engaged, loyal community of the right people can often convert far more clients and drive more sales than someone with millions of followers who aren't actually their ideal customers or aren't engaged.
Right. It's about the quality of the audience and the connection, not just the raw numbers.
Exactly. Focus on meaningful engagement, building relationships, and driving towards your actual business objectives, not just looking popular.
Okay. Now, we had a listener ask specifically about artists using Instagram. It seems like a natural fit visually, but how would you approach it if you're an artist trying to actually build a business and sell your work through the platform?
For artists, my biggest piece of advice is show your process. People absolutely love seeing talented individuals at work. It demystifies the art and creates a connection.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
Share those behind the curtain glimpses, a sped up video, a reel of you sketching, painting, sculpting, before and after shots of a piece evolving. Maybe even candid moments where you make a quote-unquote mistake and show how you fix it or pivot. That vulnerability is relatable.
Makes the artist seem human.
Exactly. We heard about an architect client who saw huge success just by sharing simple, sped-up videos of his hand-sketching process. People were fascinated. And you don't need long, elaborate videos. Short, engaging clips work best for grabbing attention these days. Think reels, think stories.
Great advice for artists. Okay, one last common and frankly frustrating issue people run into. Getting locked out or restricted on Instagram for, like, unfollowing too many people too quickly. What's actually going on there?
Yeah, that's super annoying when it happens. Instagram has pretty strict, though often unpublished, limits on certain actions per hour or per day. Things like likes, follows, comments, DMs, and, yes, unfollows.
Why the limits?
It's primarily to combat bots and spammy behavior. If an account suddenly performs a huge number of actions, like unfollowing hundreds of people in an hour, Instagram's algorithm can flag it as suspicious. It might think the account's been hacked or is being run by a bot.
Okay. It's trying to protect the platform.
Exactly. Their priority is keeping the platform human-centric and preventing manipulation. So if you need to do a big unfollow spree, the best advice is to spread it out. Don't do it all at once. Maybe unfollow just 10 or 20 accounts per day over a longer period. Stay under that radar to protect your account.
Patience is key, even with unfollowing. Good tip. Wow, we have covered so much ground today.
We really have.
From those core, sometimes overlooked benefits of even being on social media to digging into specific, actionable strategies for making LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram powerful tools for your business. You've learned practical tips on crafting your profile, creating content that actually engages, targeting your audience with precision, and building those genuine relationships online.
Yeah, and the takeaway really is that the true power of social media for your business isn't just about having a presence, checking a box. It's about strategic engagement. It's about authentic connection. And it's about really understanding the unique mechanics and opportunities that each different platform offers. It's about leveraging these tools thoughtfully to build a thriving community around your brand.
So the big question for you listening, what's your next step? As you reflect on everything we've unpacked today, how will you apply these insights to connect more authentically, more effectively with your audience, whatever platform makes sense for you? Maybe, what's the one thing you'll actually implement this week based on what you heard?
And if you're looking for more resources to keep growing your business, remember there are often tons of tools available, many locally. things like webinars, newsletters, online resource libraries, helpful articles, and perhaps most importantly, consider finding a mentor. Their guidance, their experience, their connections, that can provide truly invaluable shortcuts on your path to success. Don't underestimate the power of mentorship.
We hope you enjoyed the SCORE podcast and learned something valuable from it. For more information about SCORE or to request the help of a mentor, visit www.score.org. Have a great day, and we wish you much success.